Hi, and welcome to Retirement with Jim. On this channel, we talk about retiring on a modest income. Um, so, having a modest portfolio. So, you don't need $1 million to retire. So, along with that, if you like my content, please hit the like and subscribe button. And feel free to comment. Feel free to ask questions. I love to get questions and comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. Certainly, and it's not about whether you agree or disagree. I'm open to all comments coming my way. So, with that, today, let's get started. So, today, we're going to focus on 5 things that you need to focus on for your retirement. Number one is stop focusing on the negative. We have so many people who like, oh, I can't retire, I'm not going to have enough money, and, Social Security is not going to be there, and all of that information that you hear. I can tell you that if you focus on the negative, well, the negative is probably what it's going to bring you. Focus on the positive. Tell yourself, I am going to retire. I am going to kind of get out of the rat race and enjoy my retirement, enjoy that life that you're longing to have. So don't put too much focus on the negative. It's easy. It's a lot of it out there. Stay away from it. There's no good that comes from it. So along with that, nowadays, you're going to have what might be a new retirement. That might include some part-time work or a side hustle, a side gig. Don't let someone tell you that, well, if you're doing that, then you're not retired. Let me tell you, if you are going to do a part-time gig, you're probably going to do something that you like to do and want to do. You might, I'm doing these videos. I would have never thought I'd be doing YouTube videos. But you know what? I love it. I enjoy it immensely. And it's a lot of fun to do. And to me, I want it to be informational. I want it to be, it's about my journey into retirement and the things that I have done, the things that I'm experiencing. And I want to share that, to be able to show people that you actually can retire. So part of that might be working a part-time gig. Remember, you work a part-time gig, it might be something that, you're going to enjoy that you've never done before. You get to choose maybe the days of the week that you work and how much you work because it's part-time, or a side hustle or a gig or a hobby that you've turned into something that she turns and pays you some kind of money. So there are many possibilities out there. And doing those still leaves you in your retired life to enjoy what it is you're doing. So don't let others convince you that working part-time or a side hustle means you're still working. If you're getting enjoyment out of it and you like doing it, by God, do it. I would tell you that, a hobby that, you can turn into, making some money at is a great thing. Focus on your health. What is your health right now? What is the projections for your long-term health? Do everything you can now to get yourself healthier, to feel that you're in the best shape that you can be, so that when you retire, you get to enjoy your life. You get to enjoy what you're doing. So if you are in the best of health, you are in a much better chance of really enjoying your retirement. Now, I get it. We all have health issues at one time or another. Some might be long-standing, and ongoing. Others, short-lived. But do what you can, starting with, be as active as possible. That doesn't mean getting out there running a marathon. Sometimes it means just getting out and maybe walking a mile or two. You'd be amazed at how easy that is to do. What are you eating? Can you really improve your diet? And all of us can. We kind of eat the things we love to eat, and with no regard to whether it's really healthy for us and good for us. But there are many choices that you can make that are better choices, in terms of what you eat, cutting down the snacks. And it comes down to, sometimes it comes just really down to moderation. You don't have to change your lifestyle. You don't have to become, the 20 something of what you were when you were 20 something years old. You're not 20 anymore. You are older, and, whether you're even in your 30s, 40s, 50s, but you can still make good choices from a health standpoint. And a lot of that just starts with two things. It starts with, what are you eating? And how can you improve that? And how active are you? And at least to have some activity going on in your life. Don't be a couch potato. Not good. Next thing is less stress. When I retired, I didn't really view my job as stressful. But I realized after not working how much better I felt, how much weight was lifted off my shoulder for things that I didn't have to do. I did not have to accomplish. And they were no longer stressors in my life. And I think to a degree, I may not have even realized that some of the things and all of the things that I did that were work related were causing me to have that much stress. But believe me, they were. And so your life becomes a whole lot more stress-free when you don't have to work anymore. So, that's really a great thing to focus on, that you're enjoying your life. You get the freedom to make choices that you weren't having or getting to make because you had an obligation to work. So with that obligation to work gone, or you're, as I said earlier about part-time work, only maybe a little bit of work, and you have a lot more time and freedom on your hand, you know what? You will feel so much better. You'll be so much more relieved that stress is gone. And I guarantee you, when you kind of look at your life then, you were like, wow, didn't know that was affecting my life, but it certainly was. The next is, and maybe the last one, maybe the most important one, is have hobbies, something to retire to, have something to do. We all want to retire from work. But I could tell you that you are better if you have something to retire to, not from. You will be much happier. Your life will be so much more fulfilled and so much more enjoyable if you say to yourself, what do I want to do in my retired life? Whether it's travel, hobbies, take up interest in things that maybe you wanted to do in your life, but you never either had the time, and the ability to do. And certainly as you retire, it's not about failure. It's about, trying something and going, I wanted to do this. I want to see what this is, and go for it. As they say, just do it. So as you get ready for your retirement, just make sure that you are really looking at all of the planning aspects of what you need to do and get yourself ready. Believe me when I tell you that you can easily retire. But you got to have some planning and focus. So you got to look at, what's the plan? What are you going to do? How are you going to achieve it and get there? So with all of that, you can do this. I can tell you, you got to get started and you got to get rolling on it. But once you do, you'll be so happy, that you have got a plan in place. So let's kind of review the 5 things. The number 1 thing is stay away from the negative. Focus on the positive. You tell yourself you can do this. You can retire. 2, it's a new retirement. That might include maybe some part-time work, some kind of side hustle, a side gig. something that will bring in some funds, but you get to do it on your terms, under what you want to do. 3, focus on your health. Get healthy. Look at making sure you are eating better, you are staying active. 4, less stress in your life. Huge thing to have less stress in your life. And number 5, have something to retire to. Having something to retire to is so much better than just retiring from. You won't feel like you're running from something. You'll actually feel like you're running to something that you will enjoy. So again, if you like my content, you hit the like and subscribe button. Put some comments in there. If you have questions, ask me questions. I'm certainly happy to answer. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one.